Implementation overview. Number fluency, 11 to 20 number bonds. How we help you to set up the evaluation. The first thing we ask you to do is to identify a group of target learners. You will then complete the pre-assessment task with all the learners. Then once the data is input into the What Were Teachers platform, it will randomly allocate these into the intervention and comparison group. The intervention group will use this for the next 6 weeks, and the comparison will continue as business as usual. Both groups will then complete the post-assessment test, which is the same as the pre, and then when the data is input into the What Worked Teachers platform, it will generate an impact report to show you how this has worked in your school. If it is shown that it's positive, then you can open this up to the comparison group, and then all children will be able to benefit from this approach. So let's look at this from a step-by-step planning approach. Step 1. Identify a group of learners to participate in the evaluation from the same year group or class. Step 2. Read the intervention schedule and print off the flashcard packs for each of the numbers. These are included in the resource folder. Step 3. Complete the pre-assessment maths test with all learners. Record the marks in the Excel tracker located in the resource folder and input this into the pre-test on the trial wizard. Step 4. Using the trial wizard on the What Were Teachers platform, randomly assign the learners to the intervention and comparison group. You then need to record this on your Excel tracker. Step 5. For the intervention group of students, follow the delivery schedule for the daily number fluency lessons. The comparison group will continue with business as usual for the duration of the trial. Step 6. Complete the post-assessment maths test, which is the same as the pre, to both the intervention and the comparison group. Record the marks in the Excel tracker located in the resource folder and input this into the post-test on the trial wizard. So the intervention is a targeted number fluency intervention that focuses on either year 1 or year 2 pupils. The intervention is delivered by a teaching assistant in small groups, and each session will take approximately 15 minutes. So how does it work? So the teacher or teaching assistant delivers the daily number fluency lesson following the 6-week schedule. The resource folder includes flashcards for the number bonds for the fact families, with each card representing a number bond sum, such as 1 + 1 = 11 or 1 + 10 = 11, with the answer displayed on the reverse side. And in the schedule, we'll see when the facts are to be reviewed to reinforce learning using a systematic approach. In the resource folder, you'll find the implementation schedule from week 1 to 6. And you'll also find the flashcards. So please print off the planning sheet so you know which ones you require for each day. And then when you print the flashcards, if you print them two-sided with a flip on the short edge, then you've got the answer on the back. You'll also find in the resource folder a tracking spreadsheet. This requires you to link an anonymized student ID on the platform to a learner in your groups, and then you just make sure you record on here whether they are the control or the intervention. So key considerations. Logistical issues need to be considered before using a targeted number fluency strategy as an intervention. So time, is there a suitable time for the delivery in the school day? Is there a suitable location? The schedule, make sure this is printed off in advance of the intervention, and then the resources as well. Just these do need to be printed off. It's potentially best to laminate. That's the feedback we've had from the teachers who've used this. And then will you link this into any potential rewards for your students? Logistical barriers are common in any intervention delivered in schools, so it's just important to consider these prior to starting. And finally, moving on to the assessment, please use the PowerPoint for the assessment. This is 20 questions. These for you to time at 8 seconds. So after 8 seconds, just click on to the next one. In the resource folder, you will find a pupil answer sheet template. So please record the score for each learner in the Excel tracker and then input this into the What Were Teachers platform for the pretest. And then at the end, you just repeat the same process. So the same assessment is used to measure progress of the effectiveness of the intervention. Again, just record the scores in the Excel tracker and then input these into the What Work Teachers platform. And finally, assessment guidance. Complete the assessment under test conditions. It can be done by a teacher or teaching assistant. Use the included PowerPoint, which is the same one for the pre and the post, and then make sure you record your assessments scores into the tracking spreadsheet and then on the platform. So that is the end of the guidance for setting up this trial in your school. The next thing to do is to download the research protocol, the resource folder, and then click your trial wizard to get started.